Josh, and this is Troy. We are two of four members of Ghosts in the Clover. Our drummer and our eponymous, enigmatic, and very, very famous bass player are working or recovering right now. We had a huge, amazing St. Patrick's Day season this year here in Portland. We got to play at Paddy's. We got to play a Dublin pub out at Edgefield. It was really, really amazing. I feel so privileged to be part of this city and being in the Irish culture. So we're gonna play some Irish tunes for you today and tell you some stories. And unfortunately, the time will fly if we do it right.
So this first song we wrote. That's a good call. So the first thing we'll say is if you have your cell phone on, if you could put that on to vibrate so we don't get distracted. We both have ADHD, so cell phones are really distracting. The other thing I was going to say is it's special for us to be here at TOC because I'm a sitting board member, and I love this organization. We put a lot of effort and energy into the concerts here. Our staff is absolutely amazing, and it's a nice little perk to be on the board and to be able to come play music for you. So this first song we wrote is a touchy subject in Irish culture, kind of known as the famine historically. And unfortunately, it wasn't an actual famine. It was a genocide committed by a government exporting all of the food and resources out of Ireland and allowing its people to starve. And one of our great influences in the Irish music scene is a gentleman by the name of Christy Moore. Do we have any Christy Moore fans in the house? Christy Moore is my favorite sweaty Irishman, and if you've ever seen him play, you know exactly what I mean, because I swear he has more moisture than the whole country combined. And we wrote this tune in kind of his style, and it's called The Hunger. And it comes from a book called Galway Bay, where parents would literally be walking to the market to get any food from either priests or nuns or other charitable organizations, and their children would literally fall into the street and die along the side of the road. Kind of the great hunger between 1846, when the potato blight started, kind of through the late 1840s. So this song is called The Hunger, and we hope you enjoy. What can you do when your children are starving and the food is under lock and key? I cannot fight, there's no strength within. What else can they take from me? For the nights are cold and the damp aches my bones. Don't have a bother for some turf, but the crops are poor and sorely infected, and my heart fears for the worst. And what if we could see another sunny day, dry out the cold cold and damp and watch the children play. But Trevelyan speaks for the voice of the wealthy few. Hungry people digging graves, if they only knew that Irish people, not wanted in their own land, offer work for salvation and a less than generous hand. No solidarity cry from the world outside our borders, so we sail for foreign shores. What can you do when your children are starving and the food is under lock and key? Well, I cannot fight, there's no strength within. What else can they take from me? What if we could see another sunny day? Dry out the cold and damp and watch the children play. Rebellion speaks for the voice of the wealthy few. Hungry people digging graves, if they only knew.
Thank you so much.
So there's a resurgence of Irish language currently going on in the world, and it's not called Gaelic. Gaelic is the family of language. It's called Irish or Gaelga.
La huelga.
And we're going to sing you a song all in Irish about a very famous woman. The Irish had no problem making women heroes, very different from a lot of cultures. Has anyone here ever heard of the brave, red-haired, fierce pirate of the seas, Grace O'Malley? That's what this song is about. It's about Grace O'Malley. But her real name was not Grace. Most people don't realize this. Her real name was Grania. Grania is her Irish name, and when other languages heard Grania, they didn't want to say Grania, they wanted to say, oh, Grace. It's way easier. And she's depicted as this red-haired, fiery sea captain. She didn't have red hair, historically. That's myth. She was a brunette. And in this song, she's called Grania Whale. And it's an amazing nickname because it means Grania the Bald. Grania's father was a sea captain, and she desperately wanted to go to sea with him. He said, you cannot become a sailor unless you shave your head. And he thought that was the end of it. So she shaved her head, and she became Grania Whale, one of the famous Irish women in history. Originally, before the famine, before the large diaspora of Irish across the world, this song used to welcome newlywed couples home. It's Oro She Duvacha Willia, or Welcome Home, collective welcoming. And so we're going to sing this song for you, and you're going to hear the name Grania Whale, and know that I'm singing about Grania the Bald, and it's going to start with a little instrumental tune. So we hope you enjoy the story behind it. nisher uptin tauri Oroshia Bahawalya Oroshia Bahawalya Oroshia Bahawalya Anisher uptin tauri.
So throughout history, especially our last 100 years where it's easily provable, in the British Isles it's very easy to get arrested just for being Irish. There's places around the world where people know that kind of segregation intimately now. Throughout the 70s and 80s, there were several cases of groups of young Irishmen being picked off the streets of Britain and Ireland, the north of Ireland specifically, and thrown in prison for decades, solitary confinement, no trial, no crime, including threats to their families and even hits on their families. And this is a song that celebrates the lives and the fortitude of some of those people. It's called The Streets of Sorrow, Birmingham 6.
Oh, farewell, you streets of sorrow, and farewell, you streets of pain. I'll not return to feel more sorrow, nor to see more young men slain. Through these last 6 years lived in terror, in the darkened streets the pain. Oh, how I long to find some solace. In my mind I curse the strain. Oh, farewell, the streets of sorrow, and farewell, you streets of pain. I'll not return to feel more sorrow, to see more young men slain. There were 6 men in Birmingham, Guildford there's 4. Down and taken down in the rain by the law. Where the filth got promotion, you're still doing time. Being Irish in the wrong place and at the wrong time. In Ireland they'll put you away in the maze. In England they'll keep you for 7 long days. God help you if you're ever caught on these shores. Coopers need someone who walk through that door. Counting years, first 5 and 10, growing old in a lonely hell. Round the yard, a mistaken cell, wall to wall. price of promotion and justice to sell. Judge me the judges when they rock down in hell. We count in years, verse 5 and 10, growing old in a lonely hell. Round the yard in a miserable cell, wall to wall and back again. Sins on their heads, but over in Ireland they mourning like dead. Kicked down and shot in the back of the head. We count in years, verse 5 and 10, growing old in a lonely hell. Round the yard in a little cell, wall to wall and back again. We count in years, verse 5 and 10, growing old in a lonely hell. Round the yard and this little cell, from wall to wall and back again. We took a gamble on that one. We've never not played it as a band, and we're like, is this going to be good? We have no idea. All right. We're gonna tell another story here. This is maybe one of the most famous Irish songs of all time. The song was written by a brilliant folk singer named Pete St. John. And if you look up Pete St. John, turns out he wrote almost everything that came out of Ireland from 1940 to about 1975. He was brilliant and prolific. And this song speaks to taking of Irish criminals and exporting them, like some other commodities, to Australia, a place back then they called Van Diemen's Land. And the song is called The Fields of Athenry. And it talks about a young woman, a wife standing at the prison wall, calling over the wall to her husband and saying, I don't know why they're taking you away. All you did was try to get food for our family. And so Josh is gonna sing this. We're gonna hopefully do it justice. But if you would like to join in the chorus, it's pretty simple. It's low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. And most people don't remember all that, that's okay. They all remember low lie the fields of Athenry.
day. Lord, light the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. The lonely prison wall, I'm hurting on my calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they caught me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Oh, light the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. So lonely on the fields of Athenry. Harbor walls, we watch the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Though she'll wait and hope and pray for love and body. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Oh, light the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Thank you. Thank you for singing that with us. So we play mostly music that comes from the north of Ireland. And if you know what that means, you know it means rebel songs. And you know, a lot of rebel songs are serious, and some of them, they just like to elbow a little. So we like to take songs that are famous, especially British ones, and turn them into, you know, if not rebel songs, certainly Celtic songs.
Do you want to explain what Celtic is? I don't know if this is the right Celtic crowd. I'm seeing a lot of hooligans in here. I'm just not sure they're the right kind of hooligan.
Right. So Celtic FC, that's our soccer club if you're Irish. They are not in Ireland.
They're not. They're in Glasgow, Scotland. Make that make sense.
Because the Irish suck at football.
And because a large population of Irish folks fled to Scotland during the famine.
Right.
So Celtic FC was started in 1888. It was founded by a Catholic father whose whole intention was to feed the orphaned children of Glasgow. So they started a professional soccer club, which makes total sense to me.
Only club in the
world.
In the world to ever started specifically to feed orphans, and today it still does the same work.
It's pretty remarkable.
But our rival across town in Glasgow are the Rangers.
A predominantly Protestant team, so if you know anything about the history of Ireland.
Predominantly loyalist. So there's a lot of cultural moray that goes into that derby. But we love Celtic because they'll always fight for the rights of those who can't fight for themselves. So.
And we lovingly call the cross-city team the Huns. So you might recognize the tune to this song, but it's about the Huns. Just keep that in mind. Here come the Huns, here come the Huns, and I say, up the rock, traveling, you and your tiny penal laws. Ollie Cromwell, you made us sing up the rock. Here come the Huns. Here come the Huns, and I say, up the rock, traveling, it's been a long, cold, hungry winter. Traveling, it feels like years since we've been fed. Here come the Huns, here come the Huns, and I say, up the rock. Huns, 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 here they come. Huns, 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 here they come. Help us out. Huns, 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 here they come. Dead Maggie, you made criminals of the dead. Dead Maggie, you licked the boots of Irishmen. Here come the Huns, here come the Huns, and I say, up the rock. Huns, 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 here they come. Huns, 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 here they come. Huns, 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 here they come. Here come the Huns, here come the Huns, here come the Huns, here come the Huns, and I say, Chuck Yarla.
Thank you.
You see, we could still have fun and be playful, even if we're talking about terrible things that happened to a country. This next song, we were on tour with one of the most famous Irish rebel bands in history. They're called the Irish Brigade. And they were led by a lovely gentleman named Jerry, who was a school teacher. And he decided to start writing songs for the fallen young men, especially during the times of the Troubles, the late 80s, the early 90s. The Irish Brigade were infamous, so much to the fact that none of them could actually have their images on any of their promotional materials. And they all took pseudonyms because they had their names placed on British loyalist hit lists. So we wrote this song as kind of a passing of the torch. They're getting on in years. They're still touring like crazy, but I believe Jerry is in his early 80s. He has 7 grandchildren who all now play all of his music as well. So he's got like an army of family members to play the music and continue the stories. But we wrote this song. It's called Fallen Leaves. Hidden among the trees lay countless fallen leaves, scattered on the ground, unbothered by the sounds. They cannot rise to care. Revolution in the air. Shake loose another one. The fight continues on. Where there's one, there are thousands more raised a flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there are thousands more raised a flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Your actions cannot stand. Culture beaten maimed. Time can't and will not lie. So hang your heads in shame. Can never be glory when you lose in every way. Mud splash city streets, our leaves will win the day. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Leaves beneath the ground, not forgotten, no they gone. Now they feed the soil. Their spirits must live on. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Where there's one, there are thousands more raise the flag. Trouble come knocking at your door. Leaves beneath the ground, not forgotten though they've gone. Now they feed the soil. Their spirit must live on. Raise the flag. All right, this next song is another original tune, and I'm going to let you know you need to hold on to your seats because this is our big rocking number for the day. As much as we can rock with a guitar and a mandolin.
I was more or less raised to rebellion, and these songs mean a whole lot to me. This song we wrote, it's called "No Famine, Only Lies," because, as we explained earlier, the Irish didn't starve due to a famine. They had a blight, and then the English had already colonized their land, so they took all of their food, sent it back to England to cover them. But more appropriate to my story, I'm half Zuni, so I'm Pueblo Native American and half Irish. Well, my people sent ships worth of Indian corn to help the starving Irish people. And the British intercepted them and let them rot, and then they served them. This song is about that.
If you don't know the history between the Native American connection and the Irish people, it's touching and tragic. The famine happened right after the Trail of Tears. And there are monuments all throughout Ireland with big Native American feathers and kind of tribute to the peoples that helped the Irish during that time. And then during COVID, and this is a modern day connection, the Irish government sent money to Native tribes throughout the country for masks and medical supplies to make sure that they were not forgotten.
Yeah. Ireland has treaties with, I think, over 1,000 Native nations.
It's a lot.
So it's kind of amazing railroad that you just don't really even see.
And we're lucky enough to have a half Native, half Irish member of the band, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Christmas, right here.
All right, so we hope you enjoy this tune. We're gonna unrock it a little bit, but not too much, because we don't want to let the edge off. Are you ready? What history are you preaching to me with your whitewashed crimes and atrocities? There's no truth to your words and your memory blank so conveniently. You gaslight every single ear, cover it up as you shake in fear. You say it over and over again, these very sad times for Irishmen. 1847, the year it all began. Starving children at the hands of Englishmen. Protracted forced relocation, crime against a civilized nation. There was no famine, only life. Under lock and key, the native corn, you let it rot, our lives you scorn. Desperate people, so in need, leave the land they love to take to the sea. The Irish are a filthy mess, can't feed themselves and they have no class. We have a song and a fire in heart, and a memory long, yes, to play our part. 1847, the year it all began. Starving children at the hands of Englishmen. Protracted forced relocation, crime against a civilized nation. There was no famine, only life. There's such a tendency to exaggeration and inaccuracy in Irish reports that delay in acting on them is always desirable. Robert Peel, murderer. and atrocities. There's no truth to your words and your memory blank so conveniently. Gaslight every single here, cover it up as you're shaking fear. You say it over and over again, these very sad times for Irishmen. 1847, year it all began. Starving children at the hands of Englishmen. Protracted forced relocation, crime against the civilized nation. There was no famine, only life. There was no famine, only life. There was no famine, only life. Thank you so much. Time is flying. We're doing good, but I bet we're going to maybe have one extra we're going to have to pull out. However, it's time to tell you a little story about the band. When you think of an Irish band, you think of a pub, pints of Guinness flowing, laughter, crowds, very drunk people. And that does not describe us very well because none of us drink. So, we have two members of the band who are both sober, and Josh and I are teetotalers, so we choose not to drink. So we thought, well, you know, to be an Irish band, it's almost like Irish band law. You have to write a song about St. Patrick's Day. Well, we said, let's be different. So we wrote a song about the day after St. Patrick's Day, and it's called I've Given Up the Drink. And we want to be a little playful here. We're gonna count in a song just like you would, except we're gonna do it in Irish or Welga. And if you're feeling adventurous, 1 is a hen, 2 is a doe, 3 is a tray, and 4 is a caher. All right, Josh, you think we can handle this?
That's about all the Irish I've got, but yeah.
Loreen Shigwelga, Josh. Loreen Shigwelga. A hen, a doe, a hen, a doe, a tray, a caher.
Giving up the drink, it's left me time to think of all I left undone. Sour haze of morning and awake with the rising sun. The drink has given up on me. She left me for dead in a bath of sickly sweat, and the aching in my head. Could not help but wonder if I tottered near the edge. She left me here for dead. Don't know if I was right or wrong. Can't figure out where I belong. This world never helped me write a song worth singing. We'll always have a summer of 16, those drunken melodies, fog of war from the battle deep within. I will not let cloud my newly found resolve. Let me be strong, for I know I'm not myself. The drink has given up on me. Giving up the drink, it's left me time to think. All I left undone. In the sour haze of morning, and awake with the rising sun, a drink has given upon me. A drink has given upon me. A drink has given upon me.
Josh has got a good story for you here.
All right, I got an old Irish tale for you. So back when tea first came to Ireland, there were no tea shops, and it was kind of hard to get tea. In fact, most people that sold it kind of did it slightly illegally. So they had the teaman, the tea man who would come to your house, the teaman, and they would travel around the countryside like bards or whatever else. They go up to these houses, you know, you might be down the lane in the middle of the night. Well, one night in Tipperary, a teaman goes up to this house and it's storming outside. He knocks at the door and he says, hey, my accommodations are miles away and I can't get there. My pony can't see in the rain, it's too much. So they said, okay, come in. So I'll give you some tea for a stay. All right, well, we only have one small bed. We have the husband there and we have the wife there. We have the baby in the crib. You can sleep between us, I suppose. So, okay. So before they go to sleep, the wife makes her bread cake for the next day. Oh, and the teaman hasn't eaten in hours and days maybe, and he smells that hot bread. Oh, might I just have a tiny slice of that bread, he asks. And the husband says, no, sure, you'll ruin it. If you cut it now, you ruin it. So not to offend the cranky husband, okay, no worries. So they go to bed, and there against the wall is the wife, and there in the middle is the husband, and there on the outside is the teaman. He's got just a sliver. Well, the husband's got a bit of a requirement, and it's a regularity. So he's got to go outside every hour or so. The wife doesn't have the same regularity. The husband's scared of obvious danger, so he says, well, fine. When I go outside, if you're not coming with me in the cold, I'm going to take the baby's, what do they sleep in? Cradle. Right? Take the baby's cradle, and I'm going to put it in between you. So he does this all night long when he's got to go outside, and he's getting just exhausted. Well, then finally he gets to sleep, and then the storm kicks up, and he hears the roof shaking on the shed. And oh no, that's a bigger danger than the one that's in the house. So he rushes outside to the roof to hold it down. And the wife leans over to the teaman, and she says, hey, now's your chance, boy. And so sure does he jump up and grab the bread and head for the door.
Gift of gab you have there, son. This is a Dave King song. It's a very pretty song, and Josh is very bold and adventurous because we've never played this song before. And he just said, let's play this song. And I said, okay, here we go. So I hope it's all right.
If I ever leave this world alive, thank you for the things you did in my life. If I ever leave this world alive, I'll come back down and sit beside your feet tonight. Wherever I am, you'll always be more than just a memory. If I ever leave this world alive. If I ever leave this world alive, I'll take all the sadness that I left behind. If I ever leave this world alive, the madness that you feel will soon subside. So in a word, don't shed a tear. I'll be here when it all gets weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your continued support of the free Lunchtime Concert series here at the Old Church. On behalf of myself and the Old Church Board, we appreciate every single one of you, and we look forward to continue to connecting with you. This is going to be our last song. This song is an interesting tune written by a Dublin man named Damien Dempsey. And what he decided to do was create an album of songs that resonated for modern-day Irish people. And in Ireland, whether you're in the north or the south, you are constantly thinking of colonization and the English government because it plays a role in all of Irish society. And so he wrote this song, and it's called The Colony. And it's quickly become one of our favorite tunes to end shows with because it's so powerful. And you're going to hear different stories and different connections, and we were very intentional about who sang what part and what lines you get. And at the very end of the tune, there's this brilliant lyric. And he says, "You'll never kill our will to be free." And that applies today to all people. We aren't picking a side as far as governments, but we are picking a side as far as people. And we're strongly advocating for less foreign occupation, for more diplomacy, and for just recognizing sovereign rights of humans to be free in our world. And so we hope you enjoy this final song. We are called Ghosts in the Clover. If you'd like to find us, it's ghostsintheclover.com. I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's no more www. That doesn't happen with our website. It's just ghostsintheclover.com. We have music there. You'll get to see our amazing bass player, front woman, and our drummer, who of all things is British, and we don't know how that happened. So, yeah, he's safe, but we're still confused.
He's from Gloucestershire, though, so it barely counts.
All right, so The Colony by Damien Dempsey. Thank you so much for spending your lunchtime with us. We're Ghosts in the Clover. Slán. I sing the song of the colony. How many years and you still are not free, and your mother cries, and you ask God why. Greed is a knife and the scars run deep. How many races with much reason to weep, and your children cry. Oh, you ask God why. Annie, she came from Dunlavin town. TB came, killed her family all around. Population boom, 11 in 2. Katie, she came from down Townsend Street. 10 in a bed with no shoes on their feet. 1916 came, they played a patriot game. Freddie came from the Ivy Flats, tenement slums and infested with rats, sleeping on damp straw, trying not to break their laws. Thomas, he came from Kilmaine and Mayo. Semi-starvation was the only life you know, in a two-room shack, then jailed and left her for rag. I sing the song of the colony. How many years and you still are not free, and your mother cries. Oh, you ask God why. This is much reason to, and your children cry, and you ask why. I look to the east, I look to the west, to the north and the south, and I'm not too impressed. Time after time, crime after crime, they raped, robbed, pillaged, enslaved, and murdered. Jesus Christ was their God. They done it in his name, so he could take the blame. It's not all a game. With a Bible in one hand and a sword in the other, they came to purify my land. My Gaelic Irish mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers,
with their own ancient customs, laws, music, art, a way of life and culture, tribal and structure. We had a civilization while they were still Neanderthal nations. And we suffer with the Native American, the Indian in Asia, Aboriginal Australian, and the African people with their history so deep, and their eyes still weep, and their lives are still cheap.
they came from Germany, from France, from England and from Spain, from Belgium, Holland, Portugal, they all done much the same. They took what was not theirs, went against their own Bible. They broke their own laws just to outdo the rival. Did they ever apologize for the hundreds of millions of lives they destroyed and terrorized? Did you never realize? Did you never feel shame what was done in your country's name? Or find out who's to blame, why they were so inhumane? Still they teach you in your school
Of those glorious days of rule,
how it's your destiny to be
superior to me.
If you have any kind of mind, you'll see all humankind are children of this earth, and your hate for them will chew you up and spit you out.
You'll never kill our will to be free, to be free. You'll never kill our will to be free, to be free. Sing with us. You'll never kill our will to be free, to be free. Inside our minds we hold the key. You'll never kill our will to be free, to be free. You'll never kill our will to be free, to be free. You'll never kill our will to be free, to be free. Inside our minds we hold the key.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much.
you.